Round one. Onyar comes out striking first and he's hitting hard.
Wants all school children to get 4 flu shots next season. 4? 2 would be to combat the seasonal flu, and 2 would be to combat swine flu. It says that it wants a full frontal assault on the viruses beginning in August. That's a lot of shots. The agency has not determined yet how long children should wait between those vaccinations. I don't know about convincing your kids for 4. Sometimes one's tough enough.
No shot. No shots are good for me. A joyful home.
Deal with a possible outbreak this fall. Did you hear that, Jessica? The military. I mean, they have some serious concerns about what's going to happen in the fall with this flu.
Yep.
Because we'll have 2 flus at once, obviously, regular old every year flu, and then this, pig flu.
H1N1.
Yeah, in case the government asks FEMA for help, the government will be ready there with the military. We're told it's as health officials race to get vaccines ready. The U.S. government has just gotten 20 million doses, and we're told it could be getting ready to start giving those shots by October. Even though the trials for these drugs haven't even begun yet. Just minutes from now, a panel.
A full frontal assault on the viruses beginning in August. That's a lot of shots. The agency.
It could be getting ready to start giving those shots by October. Even though the trials for these drugs hasn't even begun yet. Just minutes from
it because we don't have enough. Now in England, you can call up a number and they'll give it to you without even an exam. They're going to run out of it. It's irresponsible. There's not that much left. We need to save it for those who need it, the very young, the pregnant women, and the people who are...
Covering this, Brian, the military getting involved, that seems kind of, drastic.
Well, I think it is dramatic, Shep. Fox News teams who will respond if FEMA says it needs help. One assumes this might be necessary, Shep, if there were, for example, mass quarantines. Mass quarantines. Mass quarantines.
Well, there's a hearing today in the Senate on preparing for H1N1.
Well, the problem is it keeps changing, and that is the real issue here, is that this one morphs and mutates and comes back in different ways, so they have to be very careful, but they think right now the people at greatest risk are young people 19 to 24.
Just gotten 20 million doses, and we're told H1N1. Can we play that animation again? There we go. Be very afraid, be very afraid, be very afraid.
I know from talking to people in the research community, even scientists who helped develop the vaccine for smallpox are saying they're not going to take the vaccine and urging their friends and family not to take this vaccine either. I know from talking to people in the research community, even scientists who helped develop the vaccine for smallpox are saying they're not going to take the vaccine and urging their friends and family not to take this vaccine either.
What kind of side effects did these children have, if any?
Well, contained in the vaccine is a component called thimerosal, which has been proven, half of it is composed of mercury, and it's been proven to cause not only Guillain-Barré syndrome, but also autism in young children. There's been several court cases because of past vaccinations due to the autism issue. The research community, the medical community, saying, look, what we need to provide the public is good information and let them make the decision based on facts. We have the emergency community, the Homeland Security, Federal Emergency Management Agency people talking about forced vaccinations, forced quarantines, basically the politicians running the show instead of the people who are from the medical community and know much better about the threat of this particular influenza.
And so how effective would a vaccine be if the majority of people decide not to take it?
What we're basically hearing is there's a anti-vaccine movement now starting across America. As one person said from the public health community, said these people are revving up almost like this is the enemy, and not, they're going to invoke all these various protocols for emergency situations, treating these people who don't want to take the vaccine, forcing children as a predicate to enroll in school, for example, to take the vaccine is going to cause quite a few problems here amongst the public in the United States.
And how much testing was actually done on this vaccine? How come we weren't able to find one that would, not have all these side effects?
Well, to the testing, we're hearing, of course, there may be a recommendation for 3 vaccinations, 2 for the swine flu, 1 for the regular seasonal flu. But we all know about the side effects from 1975 and 76, and therefore this vaccine, even amongst people who work in the medical community, is not considered safe.
And when are these decisions likely to happen? When will they decide if this will be mandatory or not?
We're hearing that this second wave of the flu for the Northern Hemisphere will strike sometime at the end of September and reach peak in October, possibly. This is actually what happened with the 1918 flu. First cases in September, peaked in October, ebbed off in November. So we'll probably see this vaccination program come into full effect next month.
May have thought it was over, but it's just beginning. A top World Health Organization official saying, and this is a quote, an explosion of H1N1 infections is on the way.